I'm Alex Grumble, and we're at Juliet Bar underneath Punch Lane in Melbourne. We're a feminist-operated space. We keep a lot of wines on our list that are female-made, probably up to 80%, and I'm trying to do the same thing with the spirit selection. We're slowly going up with it. Today, Simon's asked me to do a few cocktails. We're going to start with the Manhattan cocktail, using a really cool Chicago whiskey made by 4 women. We're gonna do a perfect Manhattan with a few of my favorite vermouths. The Cocky Americano is very slightly sweet, very, very bitter, and Cocky Torino for a sweet vermouth. Down at Juliet, we don't have a lot of room for ice machines, so I make everything we use in large cubes. For shaking, for stirring. You just see me going with the hammer. For a Manhattan cocktail, we're going to use about 2 ounces worth of our American whiskey. $20 mils of dry or bitter vermouth, and about 15 mils of sweet vermouth. We don't want to overpower the whiskey or make it too sweet like a bourbon. Next, if I can find it, I'm gonna tap in a tiny bit of Angostura bitters. And away we go. This is one of my favorite cocktails, mostly because it's one of the oldest, one of the simplest, and one of the most casual ones you can drink. It's not so technical as an old-fashioned, but it still lets all the flavors of the whiskey and the vermouths fly. We're going to stir that over ice, and we're going to let it chill down as far as we can. Over in the US, for some reason, they've started doing a lot of Manhattans on the rocks, but I prefer to let mine go straight up. I think once it's diluted and chilled down to the perfect temperature, it doesn't need much more. I'm going to strain that off into my vessel. And spread a little orange oil around the glass, around the rim, and where we hold it as well. For garnish, you can use either a cherry or an orange twist. I prefer to use an orange just for something a little more alive. And we have Manhattan. That's awesome.